しまった。気をつけろ。気をつけろ。
That right there, ladies and gents, was my first ever encounter with Valstrax. If you haven't realized in those previous clips, definitely something I was so just confused about when I first was trying to quote-unquote hunt down Valstrax. Valstrax was hunting me down. It was just insane. Again, unfortunately, I couldn't solo this because, again, I'm HR 80, and my friend was very nice enough to host some quests that has the new content. So I wanted to play the new content right away as soon as 3.0 dropped in. So here we are, and unfortunately, we weren't. Look how he just literally just zooms out of the map too. It's just insane. I'll get into how Valstrax is, but I just want to make it clear that when 3.0 released, I wanted to play the new content, but I couldn't because I have to grind all the way to 100, and I'm like, it's like capped to 100. I'm only at HR 80 as of now, which I honestly don't want to, grind. It's gonna take like a long time, to be honest with you. So yeah, again, shout out to my boy Theo who was able to, host some quests that has the new content. So. For the next upcoming Monster Hunter videos, you may see him in the video because simply I can't play the new content without him. Anyway, as you noticed as well, I was able to capture some raw footage, but I did not capture our commentary, our live commentary, unfortunately. I should have, honestly, because this was a whole experience. I don't know what I was thinking, because at that time I was like in a whole Discord call and I didn't want to really record other people's voices without, their permission. I really didn't want to do that because also people were just having private conversations, which obviously I did not want to ruin or intrude. So that's why I just simply started recording the whole this gameplay, raw gameplay, and that's why I'm doing a little voiceover commentary. Again, I hope you guys do mind this sort of format. This is something I really don't want to do. It's something I just have to kind of change up and make stuff a little bit, I could say quote-unquote entertaining in a way, instead of just posting like raw gameplay, because again, a lot of improvisation is happening since I can't really access the new content, and I'm honestly just not motivated to grind out Monster Hunter as what I used to do literally a month ago, and that's just simply because there's just so many games to play, and I'm just trying to finish them all at one sitting, or at least like within a few days or a week, because definitely there's a lot more games coming up in the next month, and then along with July and so on and so forth. So I'm preparing, Anyway, thoughts on Valstrax. How do I feel about it? And honestly, I think this is one of my favorite monsters, and I thought it was very, very hilarious of how in the clips that I shown in the beginning of this video, when Valstrax went up in the air, right, I actually thought Valstrax left and was about to head to the next area. My friend was panicking so much. He was trying to tell me that he's exactly said this, he's about to nuke. But I didn't know what he mean because I'm like, hey, Theo, he's not in the area. Where is he at? I was like, where is he at? How can he nuke us when he's not in the area? And he was trying to tell me that he's about to come down like a Predator missile on us, like from Modern Warfare 2. And it was the fact that it was just so late for me to react. And I simply see at the sky, I was like, oh, that's what you mean. He's literally about to pounds down on me, and bam, I died. That was honestly one of the most funniest and coolest experiences I had in Monster Hunter, despite how much I definitely got bodied in the first hunt. By the way, footage you're seeing, this is the second hunt, and coincidentally, when you do the Valstrax quest, the map apparently rotates, because originally, again, if you saw in the first clips, it was at the Sandy Plains, or whatever the map is called, I forgot, and now we're rotating here to the Frost Islands. So it's pretty cool how within these quests, the quests actually rotate maps. I think that's a cool little experience for us, I guess, say players to enjoy. I think also the environment really matters when coming into these sorts of fights, right? But yeah, I just thought it was a little cool, interesting little detail to point out. But definitely, oh my god, when we did that first hunt, we also did fail, because I literally got carded 2 times, as you saw, and then my friend ended up dying. But that really wasn't his fault. It's just because I wasn't playing good enough. That's simply it. Because honestly, my boy Theo is probably one of the best Monster Hunter players I know out there, and he's a super hardcore player. So obviously the blame is not on him. I really do not blame the guy. That was really all on me when we failed that first quest. So yeah, again, here we are in this Valstrax quest trying to redeem ourselves, and Valstrax's moveset is also insane. Again, I do wish I was able to solo this, because the movesets are really interesting, and Valstrax is just super fast paced. And I think what I love about the monster is not just how it looks, but how it fights. It fights extremely fast compared to any other monster I fight, or that I have personally fought in, compared to World. And I think it's just honestly insane of how Valstrax could literally turn the tables in the hunts when you think you have control in the fight. Seriously. Because there's moments in here where I thought I had it handled, but then there's times where, like, oh my god, like, I think I'm just losing it in this fight. Valstrax is definitely, I guess, one of my favorite fights, despite how it's on duos, right? I was still able to have that sort of experience in a way. Honestly, if I probably solo Valstrax, I probably would have gotten bodied. Honestly, if my friend wasn't here, he I think I definitely would have been suffering a lot, especially as a longsword user. You have no shield, and I think honestly this whole fight really relies on like lance or gun lance or weapons that have shield, because yeah, like Valstrax is just way too fast to literally react to, and that may be a problem to some people with very slow weapons, honestly. Like, I could only imagine how it's going to be like using a charge blade, using a great sword, so on and so forth. But definitely, I think what was also interesting of how, with the new mechanic, if you want to calm down Valstrax, quote-unquote calm down, because honestly, it really doesn't make no difference. If you want to calm down Valstrax, you would have to hit where the red parts of its body is glowing, just like how Magna Malo, just like how the Magna Malo fight is. And yeah, we were trying to do that in this fight. I was trying to, as of right now, but honestly, there was like no big difference. The fact that we had to literally use Basil guys to get back that control in the fight was definitely it shows how much we were struggling in that fight. But yeah, like honestly, I think this is one of the best fights in Monster Hunter that I personally experienced. I mean, a lot of you guys in the comments said that, oh, I can't wait for you to fight this, because this is actually a really cool monster. It's a fun fight to do. And again, I'm gonna repeat it for like the billionth time. I do wish so much that I played it solo. Maybe one day when I feel super motivated and have the energy to, I will grind out to 100 and maybe post myself facing Valstrax. But definitely the whole moveset already, just experiencing on duos, right, is something else. I'm pretty much speechless when I'm fighting this, because there's this other moveset. I don't know if it's already shown in throughout the video, but there was this moveset where Valstrax literally does this whole laser beam cannon with its wings, and I'm like, how is that possible? How? And it's just insane of how Valstrax is in. Look at me, I'm panicking, and definitely, I almost could have died again from that. I learned my lesson the first time. We're not going to repeat history. We are not going to cart ever, because Jesus Christ, that was just one of the most, like, just mind-boggling experiences I had. And again, did you see that stagger? That's what happens when you hit the glowing parts of its body. So we got that little stagger. And this is what I mean, where it doesn't really matter, because look, Valstrax again, enraged, and has its glowing parts again. So all that hard work is sort of for nothing, because we have to fight Valstrax like this. So Valstrax, top tier Elder Dragon. In the end, I'm going to be also talking about the armor and weapon for a bit. Weapon sets for a bit, but definitely, I guess you could say for the most part, it's a very interesting weapon set, you could say. Armor set's pretty cool, but weapons for Valstrax is okay. I never seen that in my life as well. It seems that you have to be very technical with your builds if you want to use the Valstrax weapons. So, I guess I pretty much said what I wanted to say in this commentary. So I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be tuning in. I may be just quiet and stuff, and just commentate over the gameplay, because, and again, I already said what I needed to say about this beautiful Elder Dragon, because this is one of the fastest monsters I faced. At the same time, this monster hits hard. It has powerful moves, especially that ambush attack, where it drops on you like a damn Predator missile from Modern Warfare 2. And that gives me big anxiety. I guess I should also talk about how are the future videos going to be like then for Monster Hunter if you aren't going to really be grinding up to HR 100. Like, how are we going to see the new monsters and content? And again, I already have like videos already featuring my friend in here, thanks to him, because literally we have a bunch of, or not bunch of, but like, I guess you could say quote unquote my first encounters with the new monsters within this update. So again, I have to rely on him for the new hunts, but definitely the Apex monsters, in my opinion, weren't like horrible compared to how I was with Valstrax. Again, maybe because I wasn't warmed up in a way. I wouldn't say I wasn't necessarily warmed up in this fight, but like, the Apex monsters weren't horrible. I think Zinogre definitely hit hard. Apex Zinogre definitely hit hard. Also, Apex Zinogre is one of my favorite Zinogre variants or designs in the game, because of how it looks. It looks so cool. But yeah, definitely Zinogre hit hard. But I didn't have a hard time with Diablos. Bloodbath, or not really Bloodbath Diablos, like a Apex Diablos, I didn't really had a hard time. But according to Theo, the person who's with me right now in the hunt, he said he did have a hard time against Diablos. But again, he said he really hates fighting Diablos in general. So that could just be a whole biased statement. I felt like Diablos wasn't too bad. Apex Diablos, I expected Diablos to be worse, and I would be having a tough time. But yeah, it didn't end up to be a tough time in Rathalos either. I just really thought Zinogre was actually pretty hard to fight because of how much of a tank he hits to you. Like, Jesus Christ. And also, I think the Apex monsters definitely have a lot more health, because I think Zinogre and I think Diablos definitely felt spongy with their health, and I wasn't necessarily complaining, but like, it was, I was like, the fight definitely did feel long. Oh yeah, by the way, talk about how fights feel long. This whole Valstrax fight definitely felt like hell, because this felt honestly forever, because I think it's just how the fight was just so intense with Valstrax. It's like, I could only imagine myself in solo, like, just constantly in the fight. I guess when you're really in it, the time really just feels longer in general. And there we go, my first slay in a way. I don't really want to count it, but I guess technically it is my first slay of Valstrax, because again, it's not solo. I really want to solo, but again, I'm just too lazy to grind up to HR 100. My apologies. And I'm actually quite happy that I'm able to actually farm early, because for those who are like not even under, for those who are under HR 100 and you have a friend who is rated HR 100 and could host quests, they could help you out, like grind out this Elder Dragon if you want, and you could already have the weapon set or armor set without initiating the urgent quest. So I thought that was really cool. I was actually really happy with that. So you're gonna see here later once it comes in. So again, this update, I felt like, oh yeah, if you want to hear my general thoughts about the update, look at my Monster Hunter Rise True Ending reaction, because I also give out my initial thoughts. It's a commentary video. It's another commentary video. I highly recommend you check that out. I'll put that in the description or comment section down below. So remember to check out that video if you want to hear my full thoughts on the update 3.0. But to summarize it, I do feel like it was like underwhelming, but you know, it is what it is. And also, this game was made under COVID. Capcom is still under COVID rules and stuff. And here's the armor set. I really do like how the armor looks like. Gives me some Gundam feels, not gonna lie. Some Gundam vibes. I said Gundam feels. But like, I'm not quite digging the chest because it's just so pointy. But the rest of the armor set's pretty good. I really do like how it looks like. It looks pretty just badass in general. I really do like it a lot, and especially with the glowing highlights within the armor. That is just so cool. Honestly, one of the best sets I've seen, or I guess not best sets, but like looks of the armor set I've seen in Monster Hunter. It really looks cool, and I think later on I'm gonna go check out the whole weapon set, because Theo told me, hey, you should go check out how the weapon sharpness is, because it's definitely an interesting, a very interesting, I guess you could say, or questionable sharpness, you could say. So yeah, definitely you would need to have a build for whatever weapon you have in this game. And here I was actually able to craft up like 2 of these, or at least one of the armor sets, which is cool, which is the braces and I think the chest plate, surprisingly. Oh yeah, and I was checking out the special, which is like the DLC, which is the sunglasses, which I never got to. Again, I sort of wish there was more stuff to do in the game, because they're kind of basically done, and here I am checking it out. But yeah, definitely the game sort of lacks certain things I wanted compared to World, because base World was a whole lot different compared to this. And look at his sharpness here. Jesus Christ. It seems that you would have to play in you need to play in a very technical way in order to play with these weapon sets, because oh my god, red and white sharpness? What? How is that going to work out? Listen, I'm a newbie to Monster Hunter, so I have no idea how this is going to be. But hey, let me know down below what you guys say about Valstrax and the weapon sets and armor sets. We'll love to hear your opinion. Also, if you do like this video, remember to drop a like and subscribe for more Monster Hunter content, because I already recorded the new content. Shout out again for the billionth time to my friend Theo for helping me out with this showcasing the new content for Monster Hunter, and I definitely did have fun fighting the new monsters, especially Valstrax. Again, I will like literally remember and forever remember these moments and experiences with Valstrax. Anyway, peace off. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you next time. Peace.